Hi everyone, it's Jaden. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I will be sharing with you 5 important elements to my full adrenal fatigue health crash recovery journey. Before we get started into the video, I want to say that I'm not a medical doctor, nurse, or therapist, and I highly encourage you to please get checked out by your own medical professional first before taking on any health advice over the internet. The videos and information that I'm sharing are all based on my own experience and research, and for your research and information purposes only. So without further ado, I will jump right into the value of this video today. Number 1 important element, get checked out by your doctor, okay? When you first come into some kind of health imbalance, some kind of health issue, you want to make sure you rule out the serious conditions that could be associated with all the symptoms that are associated with adrenal fatigue, because there are hundreds symptoms that might relate to something else. So you just want to get that reassurance, the ease of mind at first, so that you can start to focus on the adrenal fatigue, burnout, anxiety disorder recovery journey. Important element number 2, that will be you must accept earlier, like do it as soon as possible. Talk to yourself and just get into the mindset of accepting that it is going to take time. This is not a overnight thing. Personally, it took me 18 months to 2 years. It kind of blurred. It's somewhere between 18 months and 2 years is when I reached full recovery. Everyone I've talked to on this, and I've now talked to hundreds, thousands of people, it is not a quick thing, okay? Little bit over a year is very fast. To recover from this fully, if you can do it in a little bit over a year, that is like extremely fast and rare. The average is between like a year and a half to like 3 years. There are people who take much longer, like 5 years, 8 years. There's one woman like 10 years. Okay, but they did reach full recovery eventually. And again, that's also rare on the other end of the spectrum. So I would say the average is anywhere between 1.5 years to 3 years. So earlier on in the game of this recovery process, you want to really come to terms with that, because resisting that, like thinking you're just gonna get this done overnight or a few weeks or a month or even 6 months, it is going to frustrate you because most of the time it doesn't. I don't want to discourage you. Like if you feel like you're doing well and you did by a rare case recovered very quickly, then that I'm so happy for you. But just for your information, it's very, very rare to be like less than a year and a half. So don't get discouraged. Important element number 3, that is to accept the process. And what I mean by that is there is going to be ups and downs. There is going to be mini crashes. There's going to be mini victories followed by setbacks. There's going to be confusing times. There's going to be hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of different small variable symptoms that it's hard to describe, that you feel like what is wrong with you. That is the process, and that is part of this adrenal fatigue, this fight or flight, HPA axis dysfunction, this type of chronic stress related burnout of your system, your hormone system, all your systems. And that's also something very scary. And if you don't know that going in, and you don't coach yourself or find a way to come to terms of being okay with that and accepting that's just part of it, you're going to have a lot of resistance, and you're going to freak out and become like a hypochondriac, and you might develop health anxiety, which a lot of people do with this. So looking back, this would be a great advice to give you guys. It's that this is the process, okay? It is normal to have all those symptoms, all those triggers, all those inconsistencies, all those ups and downs. So the earlier you can accept and really know that this is part of it, the easier time you're going to have on your recovery process. Important element number 4, and that is focusing on the basics, okay? Then the basics are rest, and that includes sleep, that includes relaxation time, that includes like mental health, like calming your nervous system, all that. So focus on that, focus on the nutrition. So rest, nutrition, and that it's going to be food, that is going to be some of the supplements. Again, this video is not a detailed video. This is a broad, like 5 important elements video. If you want to check out the details for more information, you can check out all my other videos and playlists. I've put out a lot of information on this particular topic on my channel. You want to be real careful even with the supplements. You want to pick a few that works, that are gentle, and you don't want to rushed into taking more supplements. So really it's the rest, the food, and changing your perspective and your approach to life. Okay, changing your bag of tools. I've always said this. Your old bag of tools on problem solving and overdoing and all that is not working here, and it's also what caused you to have this. It's that overdoing chronic stress thing. So you got to unlearn, undo, downregulate, learn a whole new box of tools to approach your life and approach of your life challenges. Finally, important element number 5, it is you've got to make this a lifestyle. So everything that you learn, everything that you refine in your daily life to recover from this, you're going to have to take that and turn it into a lifestyle. Now, it won't be as intense as your recovery journey, because once you fully recovered, you do return to yourself and you feel really great. And I certainly have achieved that for over a year now, and so it's wonderful. But you will have to change your lifestyle to sustain this ongoing health and ongoing balance, to not revert back to the imbalance and chronically stressed ways that you live that cause you this huge health mess. Okay, so it isn't going to be like, okay, I'm gonna invest, let's say 2 years, I heal myself, bam, I'm going back to how I was. You can't, because that will practice yourself back to another adrenal issue later. So it's got to be adapted, like a change of lifestyle has got to be adapted in a long-term, lifelong basis. Okay, so but that doesn't mean that you'll be living like a suboptimal, enjoyable life. No, it's just changing your, like I said, your tools, your approaches, how you structure your daily life. That's gonna look different for everyone. But yeah, it's how you approach life now. It's gonna be very different than before. And I think it's better, not worse. I think I'm a much more wise, powerful, and experienced person compared to how I was before I've experienced this imbalance. So in the end of the story, this actually turned out to be such a horrible blessing in disguise. Is that a right way to put it? Yeah, it was such a horrible thing, but it turned out to be such a blessing in disguise, because yeah, I've gained so much great things from recovering from it. I know it's hard to say that during the journey, but once you've done it and you look back and it's like, yes, it was effing hard, okay? I'm not gonna lie. It was one of the toughest things I've ever had to go through, but it is so rewarding in the end. I keep saying this in multiple videos because it is so true, and it is true for me and many others who have reached full recovery. So more power to you. These will help you if you really think about these 5 different things I've mentioned and really apply it to your journey if you're going through adrenal fatigue, HPA axis dysfunction, anxiety disorder. The adrenal fatigue very often can cause you to then have anxiety disorder because of the hormones, the adrenaline, the cortisol. Check out my other videos if you haven't. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to continue to help me grow my audience and my community. Share and like my videos if you found it helpful. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me today, and I'll see all of you on my next video. Thanks guys, bye.